Hello, friends. Welcome to our day 3 of our 5-day wellness challenge. I hope that your day is going well and that you've been able to stay hydrated, which has been the challenge for today. Um, we often hear, that we need to drink enough water and we need to stay hydrated and so on. And I feel like in the summer we think about it more, maybe because we're feeling hot and we're sweating more and we're more conscious of trying to, of needing to replenish lost water. But it does seem that in the winter we think about it less, but it's something that we need to keep in mind all the time. But then often we wonder, well, what is the right amount of water that we should take during our day? So with our challenge today, dear friends, the idea was to bring you that awareness of staying on top of being well hydrated, making sure you're getting the right amount of water. And water is water. It should not be replaced by coffee or juice or anything like that. While they're still liquids, they're not as beneficial to our health as water is. So it's important to know what is that right amount of water for our health. And we hear, like, when we Google it, it's like on average 2 liters of water for an adult, but it's not the same for all. And that's the importance. We need to find out which is that right quantity of water that we need in our day. And once we know that, can just get a water bottle or something of that size that we can fill and keep drinking slowly, because it's not just taking in the right amount of water, it's also how we take it in, and just sipping it rather than guzzling. And we see that it's a lot more beneficial when we sip our water instead of guzzling it. Sipping the water allows us to take in those small quantities of water that we need, little bits at a time, that gives enough time to the cells in our body to absorb that water that is needed. Whereas when we guzzle it, then all of a sudden it fills up the cells with too much water that they try to just excrete away, and our body just excretes it out. And so we haven't taken in the benefits of that water that we've drunk. So drinking it slow, sipping rather than guzzling it, is going to go a very long way. So if you've been participating in the challenge today, please let me know how it's going for you, whether you have been able to drink the water. I see a comment from my colleague, Dr. Andra Smith, and thank you for this comment. And it's true that when we're not aware of how we should be drinking, we tend to often drink it fast, or all of a sudden we'll realize I'm thirsty or I should go drink water, and we'll go drink a whole glass of water. But it's just integrating that water intake, that slow water intake throughout the day, that is important. And just taking in little bits at a time is going to be a lot more beneficial. So tell me, friends, have you been participating in the challenge? Have you been able to integrate all these activities that we have been proposing for the last 3 days now? We have 2 more activities to suggest to you, tomorrow and Sunday. And then Sunday will be the last day of our challenge. And so I hope that you'll continue participating in the challenge over the weekend as well, and really integrate these activities that we are proposing into your daily routine in a way that it just gets integrated in your schedule, and you don't need to set aside time to engage in these activities, but rather you just continue with your daily routine, whether it be work that you're doing or whatever you're engaged in, but that you just incorporate mindfulness, movement, and reduction of sedentary behavior, hydration, and also the next 2 challenges that are going to come your way tomorrow and Sunday. So I hope that you are following the challenge, and that you are finding it beneficial, that it is helping you improve and engage in healthy living, improve your health. It's not easy to find time to take care of ourselves, but what we are trying to do with this challenge is just give you these short tips, small tips and tricks that you can easily integrate into your daily routine, and that you can make it a habit. Once it becomes a habit, you'll see that it's just part of how it is for you now every day, and you won't need to really think about it anymore. You won't need to make an effort. It's just right now, it's not easy to bring in these behavioral change and changes in activity and your way of doing things. But once it's part of your routine, it will feel very natural to do it this way. And it will be very impactful for both your physical and mental health. And during this challenging time of bringing in these behavioral changes, keep in mind that we're in this together as a group, as a community. We're all trying to make these small changes together so we can encourage one another, we can support one another, and please encourage your family to also join you in this behavioral change and integration of these small tips and tricks to engage in healthy living, to benefit both your physical and mental health. So encourage your partner, encourage your children, friends, other family members to join in with you. We realize that the more social support we have, and motivation we have, and often we get that motivation from the social support in engaging in healthy living and healthy aging, that the easier it becomes to bring these small changes into our daily routine. So find yourself a friend, a family member, and encourage one another into integrating these small changes that we've suggested. And again, these are just suggestions. They may work, they may not work for you, and that's okay too. The idea is just, to make you aware of it, and then to encourage you to find what would work for you, what it is that you would need and that would help benefit your physical and your mental health. We would also love to hear feedback from you in terms of how you're finding this challenge. Has it been something beneficial for you? Have you enjoyed integrating this, or has it been more of a hassle, or you haven't been able to integrate any of these challenges? If you have other suggestions too of things that we could do as the Life Research Institute and put out for you and help you engage in healthy living and healthy aging, please do reach out to us. We would love to hear from you, love to hear your ideas. We are trying to develop a programming, and we organize events that really are going to help you and help you as a community. We want to be there to support you and guide you. And so this is why it's important for us to organize activities that are of interest and of benefit to you. So if you have any ideas, if you would like us to do more of something or less of something, please let us know. We would love to hear from you. And if you want to participate too in any of the activities, we would love to have you. Indeed, I want to say that we have a few spots left too for our celebration on Monday. So if you're available between 12 and 1 and would like to come join us in the celebration of the completion of our 5-day challenge, please do register and join us on campus. We will be providing lunch. We'll have small exchanges of how things have been going with the challenge and whether we've been able to integrate it or not. We will also have a very short presentation by my colleague Gigi that you saw today in the capsule. And she will be talking about functional medicine, which is her expertise. So if you're interested in learning about functional medicine and also just sharing your experience about the challenge or how you engage in healthy living, how you try to take care of your physical and mental health. We would love to hear from you. So if you have time, please join us. You just need to register to let us know you're coming. We will be providing lunch, so we want to make sure that we have enough for all, and this is why we ask you to register. And we look forward to seeing you and celebrating with you. So with that, my dear friends, then I'm going to wish you all a great weekend, but please stay tuned for our next challenge tomorrow. I will also be again on the live at 3 p.m. And if you're available, please join in. I would love to hear from you, get feedback from you, see how this challenge has been going for you, and whether you have been able to integrate some of the activities that we are proposing. So have a lovely day, dear friends, and I will look forward to connecting with you all tomorrow. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Andra.